Hi, Lightworkers. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I know we welcomed in this year as the year of the eight, 2024, adding up to eight in numerology, and we were looking forward to justice, particularly for those who have gotten away with a lot of corruption, wrongdoings to others. We were looking forward to their comeuppance or, something finally being done. Not so much to punish people, at least not for me as a light worker, but um, to kind of balance out, more of the positivity into the world. Um, to kind of clean up, so I thought, some of the evil. I don't have any other word for it. Yeah, to cleanse some of the evil out, just to stop it or just to decrease it because there's too much of it and it goes unseen, un um, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not called out. To me, it's not singled out. So I was, yeah, one of those that thought, okay, well, yeah, this is the year of the eight, and we have seen a lot of dirt, we have seen a lot of secrets come out. We've seen a lot of people have to face judgment. However, it doesn't make me feel good at all. The more ugliness that is revealed, the more I feel like I have to battle this kind of like hopelessness for humanity as a whole. I can create my bubble. I can remain happy and positive and higher vibrational. That's true, and that's what we're advised to do. However, when I look at what's still going on, not everybody is being called out, not everybody is being stopped from just committing acts of evil for no reason. It's never reason. But I mean, it seems like people, innocent people, children, people who are vulnerable for whatever reason, income level, desperation, whatever, they are vulnerable to predators. And so when will this predatory behavior stop? Will it stop when the more people are found out, the more justice is dealt? Or will it be a divine spiritual intervention um, that will happen? Will it result will it happen as a result of us light workers increasing in number, increasing in vibration, increasing in courage to call those out that we know, because we all have the ability to call out wrongdoers, evildoers. We have the ability within our own space. Sometimes people keep their mouths shut because they don't want to interfere. And I'll just say this, when it comes to a child, you can speak up. You may not have the power to interject, to intervene, to do anything, or maybe you will. That's up to you to decide in that moment. But I know that throughout my life, I have spoken up on behalf of the treatment of children, and I will always do that, even at the risk of losing friendships. Way before I became a parent myself, I would always be told, well, you're not a mother, so you can't talk. If you went through what I went through with this child, this bad child, or this child that challenges me, then you too would behave the way I'm behaving. No, that was far from the truth. More, the more that I, became a parent, the more loving and understanding I became. So no, that was just an excuse for them to use. And I didn't buy it before, but I certainly, learned as I became a parent. It was like more confirmation for myself. Like, yeah, I knew that I wouldn't be cruel, harsh, unnecessarily bullish. I knew that I would never be that because I'm just not like that. So why would I change and be that way as a parent? So yeah, but if you see behaviors that are just bullying behaviors, whether it's against anyone vulnerable or it could be even like someone, your peer, like on your level, an adult, but maybe they just don't speak up for themselves. Don't just stand there. Say something, take up for that person. I remember when I was in elementary school, and I'm not going to say the NBA player's name, but there was, I went to school when I was a young girl, and he would always get picked on. He was quiet, he didn't bother anybody, but for some reason, he attracted whether it was the school aides, the teachers, kids in school, they would just like bother him. And so I felt bad, for him. He was very quiet. And plus, I liked him. I liked his personality because he was quiet. That's what I was drawn to, not the loud mouths, not the more popular ones. And then I ended up becoming very popular, and I would tell people, no, leave him alone. He just back off. And then times his recess would come, and he would end up sitting on the side for an unfair punishment. It's like as soon as he walked out, they'd single him out, the aides, and then he would be punished for nothing, just for walking out the door. It was like an automatic thing. You have to go over and sit on the side. So I, free, didn't have any kind of punishment, would go and sit with him just because I wanted to show everybody. I have a lot of friends who want me to go and play rope or hopscotch or whatever. I can be free. But I'm going to join him so he doesn't feel alone. And I'm going to talk to him during this recess. So, that was always in me, always. And I just think that we need to be like that. And if the more of us are like that, then people won't feel like they can get away with things. Accountability, knowing that somebody else is going to stand up for that person because more people are that way. They're not scared. They're not turning turning the other way and ignoring things because of being just protecting self. Sometimes you just have to put yourself out. In fact, you just let your heart lead. When your heart leads, then there's no question. You don't even think about it. You just show up for the other person. Yeah, but it's very disappointing. Back to this whole year of the eight thing. It's very disappointing too because we all grew up with role models, people that we looked up to, celebrities, and what do we think? Man, we have the gas bill, the electric bill, rent, mortgage, car payments, whatever. Wouldn't it be nice to live like that person on TV? Look at them, they got it all. Got like back then, like a limousine, maybe. Or a fur coat or jewelry, whatever you see that are signs of opulence and status is what made you think that was success. Isn't that what we all were brainwashed to believe? And so these celebrities, entertainers, even people in sports, speaking of the NBA, athletes, we all thought if we would just be our best, we just find that inner best, whatever that is, to become successful, work harder, be more dedicated, more organized, more planned, more whatever, then we would reach that pinnacle of society and we would be good enough. Now, years later, it's kind of like, wow, I wasted a lot of time looking up to you guys because you guys suck. And that's to put it mildly. You're evil. You like to watch people who don't have as much power as you scramble or unnecessarily prove themselves or struggle. I remember hearing one NBA player say, and I was floored. He had the nerve to say out of his mouth that he didn't believe in giving his children money. They have to work for it. My thing is, you were helped by the divine. Someone had mercy on you. You didn't do, none of us do anything all by ourselves. And how dare you? How dare you not give your children a leg up? What is your money for if it's not for that? What kind of big ego would someone have to say they're going to um it just floored me because the first thing I want to do with a lot of money is spend it on my kids. Isn't that what we all want? And if you don't think about that, what else is it for? But to make their lives more comfortable. Who said scraping and scribing and slaving away is paramount to success? Do you know how many people have worked cleaning bathrooms all their lives and still below the poverty line? Obviously, the how hard you work does not equate success. Newsflash. There's a lot of people living large who have never mopped the floor. So let's just shatter that belief right now. And I think that if you are wealthy, it behooves you to leave it to your children or to someone else's children, to some other family. Give it away to another family, that's fine. But to spend it all on useless designer um, items and it just materialistic things that don't mean anything, that's really, it's a shame. I think that's a real shame. You got to check your priorities with that. So yeah, that's another side. I went off on a tangent with that, but that's really something that bothers me, and I realize too about celebrities is they really aren't that smart. A lot of them, their priorities are really even the ones that claim to be connected to spiritual masters. I see how they roll. I see the decisions they make. They give some, but they could give a whole lot more. The way they have, the way they're set, they could give to a village. They could feed, I mean, they could really empower for years and years, not just for the year. What they give could empower people for the rest of their lives. And that is what we should all aspire to be wealthy so that we can help others for life. But that would involve separating not allowing your ego to control your movements. And as light workers, you are um, in that practice of always watching out for your ego and making your decisions based on motivations, heartfelt motivations, not on um, false character or fake, um, distorted, versions of yourself. Shadow work and all of that kind of thing will bring you from here to there so that you know what's really important for your own fulfillment and for you to do God's work, be a good human. However, I don't know, it doesn't even matter what your belief is, whether you believe in Christianity, Wicca, um, or if you're atheist. I've known so many atheists that have more morals and are more better ethically coded than people who go to church every Sunday. So let's not mistake what you believe in to mean that are better than one person or the other. It's just your own personal connection to your God, or to yourself, and it's no one else's business. But how you conduct yourself in love or in consideration and respect for others every day, that is what matters. So, let's see what else. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have all the answers as far as where we're going as humanity. I just see that the more things happen, the more I'm astounded by how much pervasive evil is how much evil is pervasive throughout every income status, culture, sex, as far as male, female, doesn't matter. Um, it's everywhere. It's like going to take a whole lot of bleach and cleanser. It's going to take a lot to cleanse this evil away. It's kind of like somebody just had a drive-through, and when you reach a certain status, and I am going to harken back to status because I'm surprised that the more money you make, it's not like the more your heart wants to do good. It's like the more money you make, the more corrupt you are. It's what it seems to me. Somebody prove me wrong. I would love instances because I've had instances that I thought were just, that people who have accumulated wealth from one whichever way, and I think, oh, there's a beacon of hope. There's someone who is just. There's someone doing, and then you find out something else. Yeah, they gave money to a school and that, but then they've done something that completely shows their true colors, and if their heart was true, that they wouldn't have been able to do that. They just would not have been able. There's no way. So yeah, so I was going to say is like someone who has a drive-through of evil, and you let's say you make 1 million or 2 million. I don't know what millions of dollars starts to change one, but let's say $5 million. Bing, bing, bing. I'm going to go to the drive-through of evil, and I'm going to order everything that constitutes evil. Um, in order to remain successful or to be with other people that have achieved the success. It just seems that um, it's part of the game, or it comes with the territory for somehow. And in a way, it makes you think, well, I don't want money. I want money. I want wealth, and I still want to help as many people as possible. But I am going to steer clear of anyone that lives that kind of life, because you don't want to be part of that. So all those people that I used to be jealous of, or not jealous, but all the people that I used to look up to and used to aspire to be like, especially as a teenager in the hip hop world, all those people, I wish I knew then what I know now, because I would have, you know, that perspective would have motivated me to look for other, like Jane Goodall. If I knew what I know now, that's somebody to look up to. She's not bling bling. She's not, but so what? What matters to her, her priorities, her heart leading her, that is what appeals to me and would have made, I think, me on the track that I'm on now actually sooner. So yeah, Jane Goodall. That's the only one I can think of right now. So big up to Jane. With that, thank you for being here. I'll try to come back with a more positive video. I just had to kind of like get this out because I think a lot of you feel the same way, especially in this year of the eight. You might be processing this news and information one after another about this person, that person, and feeling the same way, or maybe you did all along. So this is to also let you know, like, to resonate with you, that someone else feels the same way. So keep leading with heart, keep shining your light, and spreading joy and love. And I'll see you next time.